Hey everyone, today I wanted to read Caps for Sale. So let's get started. Caps for Sale by, I have no idea to say this last name, Esphyr Slobodkina. All right. Ooh, I wonder how many caps he has. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My friends, I counted, but if you can try and count them too and tell me if I'm right or wrong, that would be great. All right. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was like, no, but he was like, no, he was not like an ordinary peddler. Carrying his wares on his back, he carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, then, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. See? Gray, brown, blue, and red. It's kind of like a pattern. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight, as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning he couldn't sell any caps. Oh, I wonder how he felt. He walked up, I would feel sad. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch because he was making money by selling the caps, friends. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town slowly, slowly, as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk as not to disturb the caps on his head. He didn't want them to fall, friends, because that's a lot of caps. Then he put his hands on to feel if they were straight. First, his own checked cap, which is this one. Then the gray caps here. Then the brown caps, so right here. Then the blue caps. And then the red caps on the very top. So he went in an order. He went first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. They were all there. So into sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested, just like when we wake up from nap time, we can feel refreshed and rested. But before standing up he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. Friends, do you see what's different about this picture than before? Let me show you this picture here. Oops, sorry, Miss Carolyn, let's go back. Look at all those caps. Uh-oh. What do you notice here? All he felt was his own checked cap. Oh no. He looked to the right. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. I wonder how that made him feel when he couldn't find any caps. I'd be sad and I'd be confused. Where did they go? Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? I wonder, what do you think he saw? Think he saw a squirrel? Or a bird? Or some leaves? Or do you think he saw his hats? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray, or a brown, or blue, or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. Let's see what he said. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them, "you give me back my caps." Uh-oh, but the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Interesting. This made the peddler angry. Show me an angry face. That's not your face. at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their hands again. Did I skip a page? And said, "Tss, tss." Let's see, did I skip a page? Oh, now he fight quite angry, which means he got more angry. He was getting angrier. He stamped his feet and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps. Can you stamp your feet?" But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." What in the world is going on? Uh-oh. By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet. Can you stamp both your feet? And shouted, "You monkeys, you must give back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, what do you think they said? At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it to the ground, and began to walk away. If he took this hat off, friends, how many hats does he have now? I wonder. Let's see. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the gray caps, all the brown caps, all the blue caps, all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First, his own checked cap, then, which would be second, the gray caps, third, or then the brown caps, fourth, then the blue caps, fifth, then the red caps, and sixth on the, only fifth, the red caps on the very top. And slowly, can you show me how to walk very slowly? He walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." The end. My friends, what color cap do you like? If you would like, you could draw a picture of a cap or make a cap out of something fun. Take a picture and show me. Thank you for listening to the book with me. I really appreciated it, friends. Thank you.